Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Finance, we are the future of crypto.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Live. Tonight, another brutal day in the markets, just chopping sideways, trended down a little bit. But through all that, there was some awesome news that came out. So all in all, you know, with the war going on, the macro, you know, what can you expect? There was a meeting today behind closed doors with some of the members of the House with some of the crypto legislation. So we'll see what happens later on this week. There could be some news of ETFs allegedly being approved. You know, I've been sticking to my gut that October 16th to 19th, those 4 days there, the SEC has to respond to a bunch of the ETFs. So are they going to play the delay game again, the stall tactic? I don't know. You know, I was just watching Randy Hilarski's stream, and he was looking at ETH on the monthly, his Aurochs indicator, and it looks like it's about to pop this month or next month. So I think there's some manipulation going on in the markets, some funny stuff. But you know what? We're here right now. We're bleeding again in Pulsechain, PulseX, the incentive token back under $1. Combined hexes hanging on at just over a cent. So, you know, not the prices are not reflecting the true value of cryptos right now. You know, the stuff that has tremendous utility, that's building. You know, there's so many projects with thriving communities. Everything is undervalued across the board. Everything is hyper suppressed right now. And that's what the bear market does to you. It's supposed to shake you out, make you question everything you're doing. Am I holding the right bags? Are these coins even going to be around? And you start second guessing everything you're doing. But that's all right. That's how you kind of know you're in the right place when you're having those thoughts. You know, as bad as it is out there, you know, XDC is one of the coins that I've been bullish on for what they're doing, the building that they've accomplished through this bear market, the partnerships that they've made. And I'm just looking at the volume here, and it's up 17% in the last 24 hours. And I was looking at it in the last month, the volume, and we're starting to see some more peaks coming in, volume increasing steadily. So, you know, volume increasing as prices going down. I like that. It's the opposite. When volume is going down and price is going up, look out. That's what I was told. What up, Cody? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you stopping in. Viewsy, hello. So Moon King, I know he's super bullish on Atropa, PDI, the whole ecosystem, and I agree with them. You know, I've been paying attention to the PRC20s. Not much going on the last 24 hours across the board. You know, A1A up a little bit, but still. What's interesting is how B2B has really separated itself. You know, they were trading neck and neck last week. And in the last couple of days, they've really decorrelated, which is surprising to me. And wow, A1A just dumped another 3 cents right now. Oh my God. So, you know, these are the times, if you believe in stuff, if you believe in Sonny, you know, that his project is now back at 30 cents ish. So we were over 50 a couple days ago. What's XDC? XDC, Zinfin Network, Cody. They are one of the coins working with in the ISO standards. You know, the ISO 2022. You know, that whole alleged debacle there. I fell for that whole thing. These ISO approved coins, that doesn't matter. I mean, what XDC is doing is tackling the TradeFi and financial messaging. Well, basically, financial messaging industry. It's $1 trillion market, and they're at the heart of it. And it's super fast. They're involved with payments, interoperability, and I like it a lot. I'm bullish on XDC. You could the website zinfin.org. You can see what they're doing. They're a hybrid blockchain. It's super fast. It's scalable. And global trade and finance, which enables digitization, tokenization, and instant settlement of trade transactions. The tokenization, relying on the FX infrastructure is allowing for increased flexibility and liquidity management for financial institutions. They're doing a lot with the big banks, and they're in with the World Economic Forum. And shout out to Lift Capital, Ted over there. He's really good with the XDC and XRP, XLM stream. So I follow him for that stuff. Pulse Former, what up, bro? Appreciate you stopping in. Heard through the grapevine that you've been causing some rumblings on Twitter. So shout out to you, bro. Keep doing your thing over there. Hear a lot of people shilling XDC lately, mostly XRP community. Yeah, bro, it is. It's because that ISO narrative. People think that XRP, it's ISO approved. So is XLM. So is XDC. It's the X coins, the Trinity, Illuminati confirmed. But I really do think that XRP, XLM, and XDC, as much as they're hated, as much as they're shilled, they have a tremendous use case, and I'm bullish as hell on them. But I hold them, XRP and XLM, are my long-term IRA. It's not my short-term trading portfolio. XDC I do hold because I like some of the altcoins on there, like XSwap and Globiance, some of the things that they're doing. So I bought it at the absolute bottom, at like just under 2 cents, I think. Might not have been the absolute bottom, but it was under 2 cents. So it's almost doubled up from where I bought it, over a year ago. So I bought some Casper, XDC, and it might have been like Osmosis or something, but I dumped that and consolidated right before the PRC started running. Call them ripples. John May, what up, bro? They have an XDC bag still Coinbase. Bro, hold it. Don't get rid of it. Oh, this here, Bitstamp leaving Canada. Interesting. Because Bitstamp, Ripple owns some of Bitstamp, and I've been paying attention, and they're expanding all throughout Europe. And they have been this bear market. So they're pulling the plug on Canada. I don't know what is going on. They're blaming it on the laws up there and Canada's stable coins. Bybit also announced that they're exiting May. It came as the Canadian Securities Administrators gave crypto asset exchanges a deadline of March to register with them and meet requirements. However, on October 6th, the CSA announced that it may allow the trading of specific stablecoins subject to terms and conditions. So the CSA will require issuers to hold an appropriate asset reserve with a qualified custodian. So, yeah, they're on something else over there in Canada. I don't even get it. I don't even know why you would. I couldn't imagine living there. It's like being held hostage by Trudeau. He's on a rampage, running around the world, meeting with all these foreign leaders, flying around on his jet. And he's, exactly. Canada's new, And Castro and Justin might be related, I guess, allegedly. So, guys, just more partnerships being made while there's war breaking out, while there's FUD everywhere. You don't see this stuff, the stuff that's actually going to make a difference long term, that's going to scale to the masses. It's stuff like this. Amazon Web Service, Immutable Holdings, Avalanche, pretty much all teaming up. And they're doing it for stuff over in Korea. You know, Immutable is not the only blockchain firm working with AWS. Back in January, Avalanche announced that it joined the AWS Partner Network and AWS Activate and is offering Avalanche subnet deployment throughout the AWS marketplace. So you're seeing the best partner together, and regardless if it's the most efficient, if it's the best product out there, that's not how this world works. You know, look at gas engines, how they've been running for 100 years now. You know, we can get 50 miles a gallon. I guarantee you, I know there's technology out there where you can run your freaking motor on like McDonald's oil and stuff, probably hydrogen, probably water. So the fact we're still using gas, it's because there's a monopoly on the industry. There's a monopoly on technology. They don't want to give up the control. So this world is all about who you know, and the partnerships that the cryptos that I'm investing in are making. That's what influences me the most. Yeah, other stuff matters, but at the end of the day, you can't compete with Amazon. You can't compete. Sorry, it just is what it is. You know, the monopolies, the big boys, they run shit, and you either play ball and you work with them, or you most likely don't. You don't make it. You know, and the Binance FUD too, guys. It's crazy. The Tether and Binance FUD, it seems like it's ramping up. You know, I don't know how Tether could collapse unless it's a planned event that the US government is just feeding them more and more debt. They're buying more and more bonds. They're now the 20th biggest holder of government bonds in the world. So if Tether collapsed, that's just even a bigger problem for the bond market in the United States. So I see them working with the government to help take some of the load off their back. Here, take some of these bonds and back Tether with it and just keep printing and let the scam continue. That's how I see it working out. So I'm not really worried about Tether right now. You know, I don't use it at all. You know, I hold USDC when I need to, and I hold DAI on Pulsechain, but that's it. You know, on ETH, I have a little bit of USDC, but I don't do much on there. I hold majority of it on Pulsechain, where I do most of my DGen, my trading, the fun stuff. And Binance too. Like, they are so big. They're trying to comply with all these different entities and these regulations around the world. And it's extremely hard, I bet, to try to organize all around the world. You're getting fought. So Brazil over here is trying to fight them because of the legislation going on in Europe with registering any company that advertises crypto. The FCA issued a restriction on the Rebuilding Society, preventing it from approving crypto marketing. Binance also exited Russia after a sale deal with Comex. The company was, however, able to reopen business in Belgium after a regulatory issue. So the way around it is they partnered with this company. What was the name of it? The Rebuilding Society in England and in the UK to try to get around laws. And at the last second, they said, no, that's not going to work. So they're going to have to just fight through some more hoops. But at the end of the day, Binance isn't going anywhere. I don't know why the FUD is so bad. You know, who's fighting for control, or who's fighting against them? Is it the banks that don't want the exchanges to keep growing? Or is it the American exchanges that they want to start up? You know, the EGX exchange, and some of these ones that we've never heard of that could be the ones we're all using in 10 years. But I don't think that's going to happen. But it's just interesting, the stuff that's going on. You know, the world all is a stage. It all is about the Benjamins. And you're 100% right. Hydrogen motors have existed forever. Yeah, exactly. And we're still using gas. Why? A fossil fuel, really? I'm pretty sure there's like seas of oil, but I don't know. I can't say I'm pretty sure. I believe there's seas of oil that in like Alaska, North Dakota, and the Gulf of Mexico, we have enough oil for like the next 1,000 years or something like that. So yeah, this was the one in Europe, the FCA restricting Binance's partner from approving crypto ads. So it really isn't that bad. You know, they're not blocking Binance from operating there. They're just saying you have to come register for us if you want to shill your product to us, because I guess they had a big problem with like billboards and just shilling of scams all over Europe. So they're just trying to eliminate that. So Binance said, all right, we're working with the Rebuilding Society, an FCA regulated firm, which is authorized to approve crypto marketing and communications. But at the last second, the FCA said, no, not going to happen. And Binance will come back to the table. Not a big deal. Both that could be it too, is Coinbase is lobbying so hard and growing that this is a stall tactic for them to come in and steal market share. Because Coinbase and OKX, which also plan to be active in the UK market. So I don't know. Is it a play by Coinbase? Who knows? Cody, you literally just beat me to it by 1 minute. I guess they've never, yeah. And if they use Ledger, don't use Ledger recovery services, because they literally can come and steal your stuff, I guess. I don't know, but that's a third-party service. So it's not like if you use a Ledger, you're now vulnerable. It's using their third-party recovery service. But don't even worry. Hedera is building decentralized recovery. It's not going to be a problem. We're not even going to be using hardware wallets within 5 years. They're going to be obsolete. We're going to be able to download an app, scan a QR code, boom, there's your wallet. Let's go. That's what's coming in the future. What up, Godfather J6? Good to see you. Clentrons, what up? Appreciate you stopping in. So yeah, guys, they're freezing accounts, but this is nothing new. They've been doing this all over. They've been doing it, they put the Tornado Cash devs in jail, but they still can't find these damn North Korean hackers. It's like, really? Why can't you find them? These damn this Lazarus group out of North Korea, I swear. It's like they must be in a cave. They must be in a deep, deep cave that's just in massive isolation, but they are really good at hacking and they just cannot be found. But yeah, guys, this is nothing new. All they did was shut down Binance accounts and wallets that were linked to them on exchanges. And of course, on Binance. They don't say in this article, also, if these guys had USDC in any wallet, they could get it shut off, or USDT. The Department of Justice, the feds, they can shut down any wallet. So it's not just Binance. They got squashed by having it on Binance. They could have thought they were sneaky and even had their stable coins shut off, but they're probably never going to bring that up in the media. But it is what it is. So as bad as it is, doomsday everywhere, we got Jim Cramer fudding Bitcoin, saying it's going down. And I don't think this is the one time the inverse Cramer effect is going to be wrong. And he's going to be right. He could be. There's always that, 5% chance that he's right with his wild predictions. But generally skeptical of crypto. Jim Cramer said Tuesday that he's staying away from Bitcoin. Well, he was all in on FTX right before it collapsed. He was just bullish on Binance, and they've never had more FUD than they had right now, than they have in the last 2 months. And Cramer's rebuffing gold. I can't be in something where Mr. Bitcoin is about to go down big. Well, guys, there we go. I'm sticking to my gut. Mid-October, we're getting a pump. And we saw it in January this year. How fast we can go from the markets are dead. We just had the worst collapses we've ever seen. And then we get green candles. HEX is at 10 cents. And everything is great. Everyone's bullish. And that's how fast these things change. And it can happen just like that. So don't get left behind. Don't delay packing the last of your bags, thinking that this can drag on for another couple months. Like, we are at crunch time right now. And Circle, speaking of the devil, they're now on natively on Stellar, where you can get them through Bitstamp exchange. So, and now you can mint directly onto Polygon. So you're seeing USDC going around to different blockchains, interoperability, layer twos. That's where it's at. That's where the future is. And that's what I like to see, that this actually is happening. These capabilities are crucial for a range of applications, from payments and remittances to trading, borrowing, and lending. And that's what crypto is for. For us to be able to lend out our crypto, to make money on it, to borrow against it, make payments with it, whatever it is, right? Insurance policies, that's all coming, or insurance on the blockchain. So much of it is coming, and multi-chain interoperability. Uniswap is going there with Polkadot and Moonbeam integration. I don't care at all. I think I have like 100 Polkadot in my IRA long term, just in case it does something. But I'm so over Polkadot and Cosmos and Tezos and Zilliqa and VeChain. They're all, VeChain is the one that I would hold out of that whole list, if any. But I think they're all last cycle, and they're all in their own islands, and they're all having problems. But I'm just nothing excites me about Polkadot. Everything's been delayed. The parachains have been a nightmare, and I don't like it at all. And the last thing, guys, here in the news, Citi goes live on 2 smart contract platforms for stock syndicated loans. And this is the future. We're seeing it. We've been talking about it forever. And until it's solidified for the big boys, it can't be live for us to use and publicized and shown and like advertised, until all of the liquid staking and just institutional DeFi, bonds, loans, mutual funds, tokenization of assets, until all the networks are up and running, until I think in the next bull run, these things are going to, or until the middle of next year, when the bull run really starts, these things are going to constantly kept being built out. It's never going to end. And then the retail comes in, and that's when things get exciting. And we don't know what's going to be the narrative this next cycle. If it's going to be gaming or NFT 2.0s, tokenization of assets, metaverse 2.9, nobody knows. AI. There's so many of them. But this is a great last thing I forgot about this Twitter thread here, the Kobisi letter. Really good account that if you haven't never heard of it, I would follow it. But just real good stuff with the economy, really good posts. And I was listening today to a stream, and there's the most amount of people ever that are working 2 jobs in the history of this data, I believe. And where was it? So more workers going on strike. And there was something about the data being reported. Where was it? Here it is right here. All right. So response rates to unemployment surveys are on a sharp decline. According to Apollo, this means that the quality of incoming economic data is deteriorating. Jesus, that's a tongue twister. Incoming economic data deteriorating. Response rates to the current employment survey, which collects data on non-farm payrolls, is below 50%. The response rates to the JOLT survey, which collects data on job openings, is around 30%. Volatility is the new normal. So, guys, people aren't responding on time. By no means is this a call to reject economic data, but rather it's important to note shifts in reporting this data. Shifts in employee behavior are always worth watching in times like these. So this is just a really good account that I followed just for, stuff like that. And employment trends. In China, the housing sector makes up 25% of the entire country's GDP. In September, Country Garden real estate developer failed to make a debt payment after apartment sales slumped. So you're just seeing China in big trouble, Japan in big trouble. What are they going to do? Print. What are they going to do? Stimulus. They have to fix the bond markets. They're collapsing in Japan. It's only a matter of time. And I think we're in the same place, just delayed a little bit. So it's inevitable. The economy has to collapse. And the average person has to be just dragged through the mud for the Fed to get what they want. And it's disgusting. You know, the Fed is not here for us. They are here against us. And that's a big misconception. And I think what's going to happen is the Fed is going to have to become part of the Treasury like they did in World War II. You know, the bond market is pretty much, the yields are inverted on the 10 and the 2-year. You know, this is unsustainable. So all the debt is going to get refinanced in 2026. So if we have another huge printing, things get out of control. And that's when we see the debt bubble really burst in another 2 years. You know, we went from $4 trillion to $20 trillion from 2020 to now in circulation. So 80% of your wealth that's been in the bank since 2020 is gone if you just had it sitting there in dollars. That's about to get worse. So, guys, crypto is the only solution I see unless you're making a $250,000 a year. That's your daytime job. So, interesting times ahead. I've never been more confident in crypto, in where these things are going. Crypto is going to save the bond market with all the ETFs. It's not the bond market. It's going to save pensions. It's going to save hedge funds. It's going to save the big boys' portfolios because crypto's backing these ETFs produce yield, and that's what they need to get themselves out of the mortgage-backed security crisis that they just stumbled upon in the last couple years. They brag that unemployment's going down. What they don't tell you is that because grandma has to work. Exactly, bro. More people are working 2 jobs. The gap is just getting worse and worse and worse. And we're pretty much Venezuela just slowed down. And I don't see a way out of it. You know, print. And that's why it's so important to like accumulate physical assets, no matter what they are. You know, just don't keep dollars. Just keep accumulating right now. You know, I've never seen anything like this in my lifetime. So it's going to be a first. So I don't know how you recover from it. You know, maybe I should go to Venezuela or some of these other countries and ask people what they did to prepare for it. People that made it out the other side and didn't just get robbed blind. You know, I'm loading up on every asset I can, from crypto to just coins. You know, every time you get change, look and see, are any of your pennies 1982 or older? Those are all copper. They're worth like 2.5 cents right now. You know, silver, nickels, silver penny or silver dimes, silver quarters, 1965 or 64 and before. You know, set those aside. You know, there's sports cards, Pokemon cards, Magic cards. Keep them sealed and put them away. Art, you know, jewelry, Rolexes, cars. Like there's so many things that you can invest into right now that in 5 years, the prices are just going to be astronomical. So that's what I'm doing right now. I could be also completely wrong, and I'll be off YouTube working 3 jobs at Walmart because all my cryptos were Ponzi schemes. No one gives a shit about Pokemon and sports card collecting or anything in the future. And no one cares about metals because these kids are so brainwashed to their phones. They don't want anything tangible because there's a bunch of babies running around. You know, I don't know, but I'm going to bet on history doesn't rhyme, but it often repeats. Chopa's forming a nice converge on the 4-hour. Might break out of this up or down very soon, maybe in the next 48 hours. The Thursday pump. Let's get that Thursday pump going again, bro. I would love it. No, we had that going for a little while. This trend line I drew a while back, and you know, I don't know. Did we break that trend? Did I even draw it right? Or should it kind of be more like this? I mean, regardless, I feel like we broke out of that trend and we're kind of creeping up. So I'm bullish, but I think a trope is going to break up until let's check the 4-hour. Yeah. Like Guys, Crypto would say we got an emergency. The price of Bitcoin could go up or it could go down. Pulse Reflections back at 3,000. I mean, Jesus, look at this. This is like clockwork. Whoop, 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 whoop. Up and to the right. You know, I wish I swapped out all my freaking Pulse chain for Pulse Reflections. Shout out Zach, bro. You are crushing it. I don't know what you're doing in the spaces and the telegrams, getting people hyped up, but golly, it is working. Whew. Yeah, so we're going to I love it. So by the end of the month, we're going to be pushing up towards 5,000. You know, once we creep up, yeah, 5,000 on October 20, 10/20. We're going to breach 5,000 on the Pulse Reflections. Check. Oh yeah, bro. The 1 second. Let's check and see how we're doing on the 1 second. That's a good call. That is a great call, John May. Bringing the 1 second here. Oh, I don't know what happened here. All right. There we go. The 1 second. We just had a huge sell-off at approximately 9:09. And we got bought back up by 9:11. So Illuminati confirmed. And now I'm so far freaking zoomed in, I cannot see a damn thing. What the hell did I do? All right. Yeah, we are wrecked. Refresh button. Refresh button, help us. See what happens. Good thing Alan's not in here right now, watching us on the 1 second chart. All right, guys. Now, all right, it's 11:30. What the hell am I doing back at 9 o'clock? All right, guys, we just had a nice pump on the 1 minute. We gained 0.4%. No, 2.27%. We just had a sell-off in the last 30 seconds. You know, let's get ready to print this next candle. And I don't know where it came in. But yeah, that 1 second, that's a little aggressive. Let's switch to 1 minute. Get a refresh on here. And yeah, massive sell-off at 9 o'clock. Got bought back up. And now we're just repeating trend in a minor consolidation, printing a reverse head and shoulders pennant bull flag. Often this results in a pump or a dump. You never know. You know, if you look down here, you see the state of Texas. You know, that's kind of that makes me bullish. When you get Texas with the Florida panhandle like this, you know, that often gives you a Bart Simpson top, which results in a massive pump to the upside. So if you look at the 5 minute, we can kind of confirm that we've made a new bottom. Let's zoom out and check my trend here. Yep, exactly. So we're looking bullish, you know, looking bullish, guys. That at the end of the day, you know, I love it. So holy shit, Zen pump. Wow, now that's a nice pump on Zen on Matic. I'm still minting I minted like 15 more Zen FTs a week ago. Just filled in my ladder. So I'm laddered out great now on Avalanche, on Pulse Chain, and on Zen. And I really can't wait for Titan X. I'm going to be doing a stream in the next day or two on that. I really am bullish on it. I'm going to give it a shot. You know, it combines the best of Zen, DB Zen, Hex, Atropa, Hex, Tex, everything into one coin. So I'm going to definitely FOMO in, I think, and do a max mine on day one for that 0.2 ETH and see what happens. So that's all I got for tonight, guys. The 1 second chart, that shit gets crazy. John May, stay away from there. Alan, if you're watching this on replay, I'm sorry, bro. I just had to do it. I can't stay off that 1 second chart. So Sushi pumping up 15%. Pretty much the only coin here doing anything. Everything else is just kind of trending sideways. Elephant on Binance dumped like crazy. I got into it at like, what, 4,200 or 4,400. So I'm now getting waxed. I'm down 25%. And my Altura bags are not happy at all. Oh, shit. And I'm showing you guys a chart that I'm looking at, and it's just a blank screen. It's getting late. I'm out of here, guys. This is that elephant money, which is allegedly the same thing as Atropa on Binance, but clearly it's not because shit just rugged like crazy. 265K in sell volume, 174 in buy volume. Yeah, I'm wrecked. And on that note, like, share, subscribe. We're never going to be monetized on this channel. They denied our application. They said you are not even worthy of super chats or anything. You know, you have your measly 1,000 subscribers and 20 viewers. Get the hell out of here. So smash that like button, and we'll be back tomorrow night with another video.